Welcome everyone to my channel. I'm called Max Peter Ngangala, and I'm basically here to talk about sexual violence in general, or in other words, sexual harassment. This is something the society finds so absurd to talk about, and it greatly affects the society in general today. But people don't seem to want to talk about this. But before commenting, I first of all want to thank the US Embassy for sending this special team who came to our school and really enlightened us about sexual harassment. And now the big question goes, what is sexual harassment? To put it simple, sexual harassment is any form of sexual act, physically or verbally, which makes the victim feel offended or humiliated. And now the second form of sexual violence, which is called the verbal form. Here it includes things like sexual jokes, which in fact makes someone feel really uncomfortable. And we also have making of sexual comments. This is a form of sexual violence. The third form of sexual violence. This includes the non-verbal form, which might be sending messages which contain sexual language to someone against the person's consent, or for example even displaying images like videos, pornographic videos, to someone against the person's consent is a form of sexual violence. And this one, I always notice this with girls. Making of sexual gestures. For example, you see a girl might behave like this. All these is a form of sexual violence. And now we are aware of sexual violence and all its forms. So I know there are times that we all carry out these forms without knowing because of ignorance. So this video is here to enlighten us or to cause awareness, to make us aware of these various forms, so we will help fight against it and we'll also stop it. Now I would like to show you guys a video of a girl who got sexually harassed by a guy. Let's watch the video.
Lève la main. Enlève la main. Enlève la main. Hein? Vois-moi dans les yeux. Enlève la main.
And if you notice from the video, the guy did a good job by saving the girl from not being penetrated. But if you notice, the video was not something ethical. I dislike the fact that the person made a video, but from what I earlier heard, that the person who saved the girl asked for a ransom, and because both of them were not able to provide the ransom, he had to put them on camera. Well, I would demand that this person who made the video should be punished because it's ethically wrong. If we had to look at the consequences it will cause on the victim, it is quite devastating. Just imagine, that girl is just a teenager. This might cause the girl to become a school dropout. Or in fact, the psychological trauma itself might make the girl to commit suicide. Because she's already traumatized by the act, and then you, a person who comes to save her, instead puts her on camera, and presently the whole world has her pictures. You're already adding salt to injury. This should serve as a general lesson to those watching me currently. If you're in any position and you find such a situation, you should instead rush the victim to the hospital. To get enough evidence that the victim has been penetrated. So we'll have enough charges to fire against the perpetrator, rather than producing videos for your own selfish gain. I'd also like to show you guys another video when the girl went to school. So let's see what happened as she went to school the following day. Oh, it's really bad. This was really bad. We noticed from the video, after all the psychological trauma she has been through, she still had to muster up courage to go to school. But notice what her friends or people who saw the video did. Due to the fact that everyone had the video, they were taking pictures of her. In fact, like she was a celebrity. they were taking pictures of her, others were raining down insults of her, and I really dislike this idea. This is just to sensitize everyone that in case we find a victim, we should instead help and comfort the victim, help muster up courage in the victim, because when you rain down insults, you instead push the victim to the wall. I mean, it could be you, it could be me tomorrow. So all these acts is really unethical and it's not good. Do what you would like others to do to you. So we'll finally come to the end of this video, and I would like each and every one of us to help stop sexual harassment. If you like the video, don't forget to smash that like button and comment, drop a comment below, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because next week I'll be uploading another video about a guy who also got sexually harassed, basically by a girl. I know you're surprised when it happens. So peace. Peace.
My soul will rest in you.